Hey there, I'm Mariah, and today I'd like to share with you how to make laced cornbread. This is something that my grandmother used to always make as a child, and recently I was watching a video about like the most southern or the most country things that you can do, and then one of the foods was laced cornbread, and I immediately texted my mom and I was like, do you have a laced cornbread recipe? I need cornbread. So that's what I'm going to be making today. And actually this is like a super simple recipe. So I'm going to start off, I don't want to make a ton, I'm going to start off with just 1 cup of cornmeal. This may not have been the best way to do this. So 1 cup of cornmeal. Then I'm going to do ½ a cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, ½ a cup of flour. And then we're going to do a couple shakes of salt. And for memory, it shouldn't be super salty. And laced cornbread is like the really little thin crispy cornbread. Oh my god, they're so good. So we got that all mixed together, and I forgot to say in the intro, the other thing you need is water. And I never got an amount of water, just enough water to make it soupy. It should be really soupy. So I'm going to start out with 2 little ladlefuls of water. I don't know how well you can see this. So this is what it's looking like with 2 ladles of water. Another. And from this point I'm going to start doing the ladlefuls one by one, because I don't want to combine it too much and make it too soupy. Yeah, it's starting to get there. Maybe I'm gonna do it's still a little thick, and you want to make sure you get the clumps out. And actually, I should have sifted this. And did I even write to sift it down? I didn't, and that's why I didn't do it. So this is probably not going to be good. So if you do this, sift your flour. And I already effed it up. It's not that, there's not that many chunks in it. I see 1 little chunk. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put 1 little half. Maybe like that much. And for reference, this is like the size of the label I'm using. So now while you're doing this part, you want to have your oil heating up already in your pan, so you can get this from here straight to there. So once your oil has heated up and you start seeing little bubbles start coming to the top, I'm gonna get a little ladleful, and the higher you drop it in, the lacier your cornbread will be. And I think I'm going to do 2 to a pan. It seems like the oil was heated enough. I'm just going to put them both on the very edge. So it's kind of like a pancake. You want to let them get really crunchy and crispy and hard on the bottom, and start seeing little bubbles forming at the top of them before you attempt to flip them. And you want to be very careful with flipping because you are working with hot oil. So there's one. There's the other. Actually, I could have let those stay a little bit longer than I should have. So I think I'm gonna let them sit on either side for like 2 or 3 minutes. And you can see that oil is like super hot. So you want to be very careful and don't stand too close to it because that oil does pop in it. Oh, grease burn hurts. I need to do smaller spoonfuls. It smells so good. Even though it's literally just like cornmeal and oil. But it's a southern thing, I guess. Speaking of southern things, I've recently learned that a lot of phrases I've said as a child are southern, and moving to Seattle, people look at me like I'm crazy. Like doohickey. I say doohickey a lot. I didn't know that wasn't a thing anywhere else other than the South. Too big for your britches. I say that. What else do I say? You could argue with a fence post. I didn't know that was a southern thing. I figured that was an everywhere thing. You could argue with a fence post, meaning like you could argue with anybody. Okay, so I'm starting to do a little bit smaller ones. I'm filling up about half of the ladle maybe. This oil is not dispersed very well. Yeah, those are a little bit better. So these are what it looks like out of the oven. They should be super golden brown and crispy. They look like they're done on the inside. I feel like I didn't put enough salt. No. I think I put just the right amount of salt. It tastes like lace cornbread. It tastes like what I remember. It tastes hella good. You want to make a bomb southern delicacy, please try this recipe. Let me know if you tried it. Let me know if you liked it. I hope you liked it. I like it. They're great. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe.